Does anybody know that there's a Donald Trump event happening just an hour away from here? Yes, no? Have we heard of it? Hey, what's up, guys? Do you know where the auto workers are?
I haven't seen anybody from the UAW.
Nobody from the UAW?
I haven't seen anyone.
Wait, Pawn Stars guy. Why are you here today? Is it for the auto workers? Every now and then, something happens that completely scrambles everything that you thought you knew about politics. Something that brings the bigger picture into focus.
Donald Trump is set to appear outside Detroit to meet with auto workers amidst the ongoing UAW strike.
This big standoff between the auto workers and the big three auto manufacturers. Yeah. Mr. President, whose side are you on in this?
I'm on the side of making our country great.
How's he different than the CEOs here, really?
I don't know if he is. You know, I really don't. That's why I'm on the fence.
We have to find out really where Trump is. Really, what is he willing to do for the union members?
We spent 4 days talking to auto workers in Detroit to understand how this strike was affecting their politics in real time. Who do they trust to have their back in this fight? What do they demand? The results of this next election could hinge on whether we listen. Who's got your vote in 2024?
I don't know yet. We have to see what goes on still.
Who's your pick in 2024?
Ooh. You know, I'm going to go for Trump.
It's not Trump for sure.
It won't be Trump because I feel like he's anti-union.
Yeah.
I really am on the fence.
Sounds like you're waiting for somebody to prove that they're worth your vote.
Exactly.
Is it important to you to have politicians that are on the side of strikers, of workers, of labor?
Yes, if they're going to actually do something.
While we were on the picket line, Biden was visiting another across town, and at the same time, Donald Trump was planning a rally for auto workers at Drake Enterprises, a non-union parts supplier that was not on strike and was miles from the nearest picket line. Trump is coming today to a non-union parts supplier. Does that say anything to you?
That's just the reason I told you I will be looking at the ballot box. It was a non-union. Yeah, that makes a difference.
Was anybody invited to it? Nobody was invited to the Donald Trump event? Nothing? Not at all? It's at a non-union parts supplier. What do we think of that? Anybody? How's that go over on the picket line here? I have a sucks ass. What else?
Depends on what he's doing. Depends on what he's doing, right? I don't know why he would do that because it doesn't make sense. I won't know until I see what they have to say.
I don't really know what we're driving into because Donald Trump is here to hold an event, to talk to auto workers. So we are 2 minutes away and have no clue what to expect, but I guess we will find out. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Are those auto workers? Are these people on strike? Like, where are the picket line signs? All I see is Trump merch. Hey guys, is this a picket line? We're here to cover the auto workers.
That's probably back there. I don't know.
I don't know who the auto workers are. I have no idea.
No idea?
No. I don't know if any of these other people here are groups of auto workers or just here for the event.
Cool.
Good answer.
I haven't found any auto workers yet, but we're hot on the trail here. Anybody auto workers?
Not me.
How about y'all? Any auto workers here? No auto workers. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Hey, how you doing? Good, how are you? Good. Hey, we're looking for auto workers to talk to. Are any of that? Looking for auto workers to try. We were covering pickets today. Are you an auto worker?
30 years.
Get out of town. Do you mind if we talk to you? You said you've been on the line for 30?
30 years, yeah.
30 years. Yeah. Member of the UAW?
Yeah. We didn't get raises for 15, 16 years. Everything that they're fighting for is 100% what they need.
Is it weird to have the media cover this as Donald Trump coming to talk to auto workers when there's not an auto worker to be found?
It's very weird.
Has Donald Trump talked to you yet?
No, but no, seriously, this is why I'm here trying to figure out. This is why I was making phone calls before I came here. It was very confusing to me.
Right. So what I would ask is,
here he comes.
Are you guys going to try to get into this to actually?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be able to make it in.
We couldn't get in either, so we watched the rally from our hotel room.
In other words, your current negotiations don't mean as much as you think. I mean, I watch you out there with the pickets, but I don't think you're picketing for the right thing. Do me a favor. Just get your union guys, your leaders, to endorse me.
Since Tony was the only auto worker that we found at the rally for auto workers, we paid him a visit the next morning to understand how he was sorting all of this out for himself. So this is a pile of memories, right?
Yeah, that's what this is. Yeah, this is 30 years.
Yeah.
This is a letter that they give William Clay Ford Jr., you know, congratulating you on your time. This is 25 years. This is 10 years. 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you were probably 1 year old.
I was, yeah.
I don't think too many people realize how important the union is. It's very important to take knowledge from the people who are doing it every day. I think it's important to listen to the workers. I was very disappointed in Trump. I almost didn't go to that rally, and I thought, what is Trump doing?
Yeah.
Okay, those were the things that popped in my head. What is he doing? There's no way, if I was his advisor, would this thing have gotten to where it is. I would have called Shawn and said, we are on our way.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we are on our way. We're going to come to the line. I'm going to show you who I am. Let's put him on the spot. Let's really see where he's at. Let's meet with Joe Biden and really see where he's at. Biden comes, grabs a bullhorn, and he's screaming out, yeah, I'm with you guys, I'm with you guys. But that's what Bill Clinton did. I'm with you guys, I'm with you guys. Next thing you know it, NAFTA is being signed in, and it's like, well, you're not with us.
The more we talked to workers, the more we heard a version of the same story.
I remember as a kid, my dad voted Democrat all day.
Yeah.
I never voted a Democrat.
Yeah.
Never did. Because they don't tell you that they support the job.
Yeah.
But they don't.
We thought that the Clinton administration was for us, but they put in a NAFTA program, which messed us up really bad in the long run.
I just feel they've gotten away from a lot of things that used to be important here in Michigan. Everybody's on the fence. Believe me, everybody's on the fence, and I don't feel like we have a good two candidates.
Why in the last 50 years did the union go from 1,500,000 to 400,000? If they've been voting Democrat for the last 50 years and the Democrats keep on showing up and saying we're going to protect your jobs, why did we lose 1 million jobs just in the union? What are they protecting? So that's why it's very, very hard to make a decision on who you're going to believe.
What I'm hearing from you is that in the complete lack of support for labor that you feel by the Democratic Party, Trump is the solution for you.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
In our time in Detroit, there's pretty much only one leader who everyone, regardless of their politics, has spoken positively about.
He definitely making some moves right now. He forcing their hand to see what you got for us.
He will rip your contract up and throw it in the trash can.
Because that's where it belongs, the trash.
On TV.
I really like Shawn Fain. It's about time we got somebody that's standing, excuse my French, balls to the wall.
People accuse us and say this is class warfare. There's been class warfare going on in this country for the last 40 years. The billionaire class has been taking everything and leaving everybody else to fight for the scraps.
Do you think we need that kind of leadership in all other industries?
Yes, I do.
Everywhere there's corporate greed.
Pretty much.
Balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall.
In the last decade, these companies made $250 billion in profit. In the last 6 months alone, they made $21 billion in profit. The companies want to say that, if we strike, it can wreck the economy. It's not that we're going to wreck the economy. We're going to wreck their economy, the economy that only works for the billionaire class. It doesn't work for the working class.
I think he has got some old school in him, which is what I like. He's willing to put it on the line. I really am going to be very happy if Shawn and Trump get in a room together and talk. I really want Shawn to put him on the spot. I really want to see the truth come out if he's with the membership or if he's not.
I find a pathetic irony that the former president is going to hold a rally for union members at a non-union business. And you know, all you have to do is look at his track record. In 2008, during the Great Recession, he blamed UAW members. He blamed our contracts for everything that was wrong with these companies.
I think that the unions are really, really hurting very badly what's going on with the autos. They get their little 5%, they get another 2%, they get another 3%, 4%. Then all of a sudden they're making more money than the people that own the company.
In 2015, when he was running for president, he talked about doing a rotation, taking all these good paying jobs in the Midwest and moving them somewhere in the South where people work for less money, and then to make people beg for their jobs back at lower wages. And the ultimate show of his how much he cares about our workers was in 2019, when he was the president of the United States. Where was he then? Our workers at GM were on strike for 60 days, for 2 months. They were out there on the picket lines. I didn't see him hold a rally. I didn't see him stand up at the picket line. And I sure as hell didn't hear him comment about it.
Let's get your reaction to that.
Well, if he's speaking the truth about everything that he said, then I agree with what he just said.
Agree with?
I agree with Shawn. If he's against the workers, then I'm against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. The workers in my heart are first.
Yeah.
I'm a worker. You know, I got food on the table because I went into work every day for 30 years. I know what it's like to be a worker.
We're not out here trying to be millionaires. I don't need to make as much as Mary Barra does. I'm not mad that Mary Barra is a millionaire and makes a ton of money. Good for her. Good for her. Greed is not the desire for more, it's the desire for more at the expense of what is right. If you're giving yourself huge raises while your employees are struggling because of inflation, then it's not right.
So for people like Tony, for workers on the line, what would inspire trust in politics again? What would make them actually believe that someone is looking out for them? Is just showing up on a picket line, say for someone like Joe Biden, enough?
No. You stand here with me, ain't putting no food on my table.
Show it, show it.
Show me.
For me, I'm gonna look at everything. I don't care about what party you're with. I care about what your policies are.
Whose side are you on? Are you on the working class or are you on the millionaire side?
I'll be honest. If Shawn Fain was running for president, I'd vote for him.
When we win this fight, when we right the wrongs of the past 15 years and longer, and when we set a new course for future generations, it won't be because of any president, not the UAW president, not the president of the United States. It will be because ordinary people did extraordinary things. Our solidarity is our strength. And right now, our strength is the hope of working class people everywhere. Let's stand up and win this thing.
And this is Jacob's Ladder. This was a band that I was in back in the 80s.
Tony?
Yeah.
Who is that with the absolutely bodacious mullet?
That's me.
Yeah, I was
that's
afraid
me
of
right
that.
there. Yeah.
It's business in the front, it's party in the back, and it's forever in the soul.
Right?
Hi, thanks for watching our video. If you like this story and you want more stories like this, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel to get more Perfect Union in your feed. And if you have stories that you want us to investigate, drop them in the comments below. I am not worthy.